Hey guys, we got some fantastic news this week, which is that the Space Haven Alpha 17 version has just dropped on the Alpha branch, so we can try it out and play it for the first time. Let's jump right into it. We've got aliens, we've got new alien infectors, we've got robots, we've got Star Furies, we've got point defense turrets, we've got a new maintenance system for crew items. All kinds of stuff is in this update, so it's a real big update. And I think it's going to be awesome. We're going to do the Small Hope Brutal Difficulty scenario. I think they also introduced a new type of asteroid space hazard. Asteroid field threat, that's what it is. Which is different, I guess, than micrometeoroids. You can shoot these down with the point defense turrets, from what I understand. So that's going to be scary. Let's see. Shielding 1, Gunnery 3... Construction 5, Industry 3, Botany 3. Don't have very good research. That's going to be a bit of a problem early. Navigation's good. That's really good. Gunnery shielding is good. Piloting's good. This guy's got good surrender chance. Good surrender chance. Ooh, a Spacefarer early on. That's very good. That's hopefully he's got good weapons potential. This guy's a fantastic starter character here. Because he has the thing that eliminates the penalty for fighting in a spacesuit, which is a huge accuracy bonus, basically. And then all these guys are hard workers. It's going to be cool. Let's get started. Okay, so let's start off by trying not to die here. We're in brutal difficulty level. There's also some quality of life improvements that I neglected to mention. There is now the concept of, they've combined the power management interface that they used to have down here with the weapons and shields and everything. It's all one screen now, which is going to take some getting used to for sure. Freaky. Okay. There's just like a hole in my bar now that bothers me. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay. Oh, they also have this separate menu for this. Hopefully these things stay in sync. Let's figure out who our away team members are going to be. Or who the rifle holders are going to be. So Team 3 is all three of these guys. And then Krish is a Spacefarer, so he's going to be one of the guys on Team 2. How many pistols do we have? Is it just the one? 2 pistols. So Team 2 is going to be the guys with the pistols, so that's Krish is one of them, and then it's going to be Andreas is the other one, because he's a slightly better shot. And then Celise is going to be on Team 1. She's going to be our human live bait. So let's do that. So these two are going to go get items. What's this icon now? Perform task. Oh, it's got an icon to perform the task. That's cool. And then we're going to let Celise go and populate stuff while these two guys are getting armed up. We'll set this as loadout. We'll set this as loadout. Very good. And now we need to give our guys a minute to... Let's turn off food consumption in here before I forget. Give our guys a minute to stock everything on board. We need to get our hyperfuel and our water oxygen generators set up. And then as soon as we get that, then we're going to jump. Of course, we're critical on everything because it's brutal difficulty and we just started the game. So, let's see. And then the fuel and hyperdrives. It should be taken care of just now. A lot of initial logistics that has to be done. Okay, hyperdrive is now charging. Oh, one of the hyperdrives is now charging. Alright, our first jump. And the minute I start streaming, somebody's got to send me this message. What is it? What do you want? Okay, I'll ping this guy back later. Alright. So nothing in our starting sector. Here we have some interesting options. We've got a potential trading partner. We've got a derelict to explore, which is very good for us early on. And we've got some mining that we can do if we're able to get a mining pod online, which might take some doing. We do have asteroid fields here. I don't have a sense yet of how dangerous that's going to be. So hopefully our ship doesn't get set on fire this early in the game. That would be really bad. We can see that's an asteroid field. There's all this kind of stuff back here. So we're going to have to watch out. Let's get everybody on board the shuttle. Let's also see what we can queue up to trade with the station here. The station has tech blocks. What do we actually need right now? We need a pod hangar. So that's 2 infra blocks, which we have currently, 1 tech block, which we don't have, and 1 hull block. So we need at least 1 tech block. Let's try to trade for 1 tech block for now. And then I think we're going to sell hull block. You guys are giving us really bad prices for some of these items, although I know they've rebalanced the prices for some items, so. Then we got 3 hull blocks here, which I'm not super wild about. I think it's necessary for us to get the game started. I'm wondering we can turn off the generator while these guys are gone. I think no, it's going to cause damage, right? The temperature change is going to damage things. So it's not actually a good idea. What is this icon now? Deselect. Camera follow. Oh, that's cool. We got a mission. They probably are going to pay us to... Well, we can't do that. It wants us to deliver cargo, but we have no capacity to carry cargo. We're not going to for some time, probably. Unless, I mean... Let's see how much it is to make the cargo bay. Oh, actually... Not that I... Oh my god, leave me alone. I just went to lunch. Oh my god. Okay, it's fine. I'll get back to him later. Alright, we can actually afford this, is the thing. We could build it now. It's going to take both of our infra blocks. But what do we get if we do that? Got 5 hours to take this mission, so we got to factor that in. We're going to get 450 credits, which is nice, or we could get an infra block and a soft block. Probably the 450 credits is a better value. Let's see if we can get this derelict done first and see what we get from it. That might dictate some of our decision making here. Just gonna chill here and have a little shooting gallery. Step right up, step right up. Oh. Crap, I got bit. Okay. That's right, take that. There we go. Those aren't bad for beginners. Early game characters. Here we go. I think that's it for this area, yes. Curious, can I like take stuff out of this? No. I want to be able to just pick these resources up off the floor or whatever is important to me and run off with it if I am in a hurry and can't clear the entire ship. It doesn't seem to give me that option still. I was kind of hoping they would add that in this release, but that's okay. Take the all the free oxygen we can get. Do a little dance. Mess with aliens. Get bit tonight. Come on now. There we go. Okay, I think that's all of them, isn't it? Yes. Oh, it undrafted them automatically. That's new. I know how I feel about that. I guess that's that's a more newbie-friendly way of doing things. Okay, so we got meat, which is nice. Color corpses, which don't do anything for us right now. Hyperfuel, energy rods, and infrablock. I know they rebalanced the price of hyperfuel. It's not as valuable as it used to be. I'll be curious to see what it sells for. Let's expedite this transfer. We also don't have a recycler yet. So the question is, which do we go for first, recycler or a mining pod? I think we probably need the mining pod first. Yeah, the recycler takes 3 tech blocks. We can't really afford that yet. Why did you abandon Andreas to die? I guess she's fine. The civilian ship coming in. Maybe let's, we can't cancel the trade because it's already in flight. Okay. Let's see if we can maybe get a better deal from the civilians. These are these asteroids coming through. I'm very concerned about those. If one of them hits the ship, I don't know what's going to happen, but I know that it's going to be not ideal. So I think we're going to want to get the point defenses early. I mean, this is our first time playing this version of the game, so it might be... Oh man, those are expensive. Look at that. 4 infra blocks, 2 tech blocks, 2 energy blocks. That's going to be rough. And we're probably going to have controlled from this green circle. That's the operations console. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, we obviously can't afford this right now, so we're gonna have to make do. I thought that was an asteroid hitting our ship for a second. I was like, already? Come on. Dear Lord. Okay. So now we got that. Let's get a mining pod built. We might need to also buy an electronics component here if I remember correctly. Oh, actually I have 3 options now. Okay, so here's the Starfighter. So Starfighter, you can build them right away, actually. It's 2 system points to build a Starfighter. Interesting. And it also takes 1 infra block, 1 electronics component, and 1 tech block. So they're quite expensive for early game. Here's our miner. We don't have an electronic component, so we're going to have to buy that as well. Because I have no way to produce them, obviously. Hyperfuel is worth nothing. We're going to wait here a tick for the civilians to get here and see what they bring. This might hit the ship, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, that's not ideal. If that punches a hole in the hull, I'm dead. Because we have no way to... Maybe I need a builder pod first? I think I have to risk it. What does this guy want? We have like no resources is the thing. I think we just have to go and jump and find another derelict, probably. It's really our only option. So I don't think we can afford to... Let's try to trade for one of these, because they do have... They both have fairly cheap electronics components. If we can get one of these, that'll be enough to get a mining pod online. Then we can start to accumulate wealth. I think we're not going to need fertilizer for a long time, so as much as it pains me, I think I should probably sell it. Well, actually, we can sell fertilizer. I don't have an algae bed yet. We're going to sell that. And 1 unit of fertilizer. So we're keeping one fertilizer unit. Guys, don't sleep in the asteroid field. Come on now. There we go. You can sleep while we're waiting for the trade to happen. Okay, we got the mining pod. Let's send out our mining pod. We can only get carbon currently. Hopefully these guys like carbon. We could also salvage scrap and just start selling it. I don't know if that's worth the time investment. We also need to buy a green crystal really soon. These are 372, 381. Oh, this is a new cool UI feature, by the way. You can now see what systems the ship has on the tactical map, so you don't have to like zoom in and look at their roof. Just a kind of a convenience for if you have to fight a lot. Don't think this carbon is going to be enough for us to really get anything. It's worth 21, which is basically nothing. It's worth 75 to the station. I think it could be worth to sell a unit of carbon here for 75. The station is actually... I don't know if you guys saw that, there was like a little flicker on the screen. I think that was from the station's point defense cannon shooting down the asteroids coming close, or trying to anyway. See, this asteroid's at 14 hit points. I don't know what their maximum hit points is, but this one's at 150, so it must come pretty close to being destroyed. Civilians, they're going to want something from us. We might give them whatever it is that they want. Let's see. 3 carbon for 550 credits. Absolutely, we'll take it. That's a boon for sure. Okay. So the farming station wants us to deliver cargo again. We're gonna wait till we get to 550 credits, but I think we're gonna do that. Do we have enough right now to build the cargo port? What is it? Facility? Storage. I don't really think of that as storage, but I guess it is what they call it here. So we're going to have to expand our hull a little bit for that, which means we need a builder pod. So we actually can't build that right now, I don't think. Unless we move the generator and the hull stabilizer, which we could do. I kind of don't want to move the hull stabilizer while in an asteroid field, though. That seems like extremely dodgy and likely to cause me grief. Can I put it on the side? Needs to be built within a ship station canvas, so it doesn't fit on the side of the ship. Not in the current shape, anyway. Yeah, that's not going to go anywhere. Not right now. That's super unfortunate. So we have to remember that we have a cargo mission here we can come back and do if we need more resources. But for now, I think we just gotta wait for this trade, and then we're gonna Vamoose. We should probably see about buying one green crystal. Do we trade away one of our energy blocks for that? That's tough, because energy blocks are so expensive. I mean, these are 350. It's all relative, right? It's so expensive now because we're in the early game. Okay, let's see what our actual hyperfuel total is here. We still got more than a unit in each drive, so I think we're okay for now. Let's see if we can get by on the hyperfuel that we got currently. We may come to regret this. We're definitely going to be coming back here soon-ish. We got some ice we can mine here. And we got another derelict to check out. Our guys sleep for like 3 hours. Andreas, you need some food, buddy. Okay, as long as we should have actually slept in the previous sector before we left. As long as I'm willing to wait. Now, there's some inherent risk in what we're doing here. We might have a breach in the hull while we're gone. We might take a bunch of damage. I'm tempted for that reason to leave one of my guys behind just to do repairs, because we're in an asteroid field. I think I am going to do that. So it's going to be the guy that doesn't have a pistol, which is Solis. So Solis, you're in charge of taking care of the ship while we're gone. Good luck. It should be okay to do. We should be able to get away with this early in the game, because there's not going to be that big an alien presence on any of these ships. Oh god, that's the robots. I don't really know what we're getting into with the robots here. They're shooting at us, which I don't like so much. Also, I can't move, which I don't like either. I think we're going to have to flee. Yeah, these things are going to kick our asses. Let's get out of here. This is way too early for us to be facing robots. Oh god. Oh god. Run away. Run away. I just hope they don't try to board my ship. That's definitely a thing that they can do. But they don't have, I don't think they have like a, whatever their equivalent of a shuttlecraft is right now. Let's try to do this mining quickly if we can. Krish is bleeding, which is bad. So Krish, you need to rest for a couple hours. You guys go mine quickly. Hopefully the asteroids hit the... I think our ship is actually shielding the derelict from the asteroids. So have to like cross our fingers and pray that the robots don't come after us, because if they board our ship, I don't even know what we're gonna do. I think that'll be the end of our playthrough. But, I mean, we'll try to fight them off, of course, but... And this is gonna hit the ship. I think we're gonna get the hyperdrive online before that hits. That wasn't bad. I don't think I'm going to stick around for this last ice unit. Let's get the ship going. Don't know if we're going to be able to jump before this other asteroid hits us. Let's get Andreas up to deal with some of the damage. Got a hole in the floor in the... Okay. That's going to get expensive quick. Oh boy. Okay. We got Brave another asteroid field here. This one's got a rec station. I think it's like ice isn't really worth much. Let's see what we can find over here. I'd really rather... Oh god. This new brutal difficulty is so scary. Okay, we got some Hyperium. That's actually something that we really need. So we're gonna stop here. Alright guys, mine for all you're worth. Well, one of you anyway. Chris, you keep sleeping. Good job. Okay, he's healed now, so he can... Why don't you go get something to eat, buddy? He's no longer bleeding. And he's no longer hungry. He's just bored. That's fine. I wonder if these guys use up less oxygen while they're sleeping. So after we get all this Hyperium, we'll be good in terms of travel fuel for a little while, so we can like hop around the sector a little bit. I don't know if we're gonna have enough resources to build a builder pod. We could look and see if that station has a building service. That might be an option. But we need to get a builder pod online sooner rather than later, because one of these days one of those asteroids is going to put a hole in a corner of the ship and then we're not going to be able to fix it. We don't have a builder pod. Or we could get the point defense turret, I guess. But that's even more expensive than the builder pod, and it doesn't have as much utility. Hey, we actually fixed a... That cost us an infra block. That sucks. So in order to get the pod online, what do we need? We need to get 2 infra blocks and 1 tech block. That should be enough. Who's our miner? Andreas, work it, buddy. Two pirates coming in, so as soon as this mining operation is done, we're going to spin the hyperdrive and skedaddle. Hurry it up, buddy. Okay. We're fine. We're both going opposite ways, so I have to either wait or go the other way. I'd rather wait, I think. Man. I think I want to go back. I don't know if I want to go around this way or if I want to... I'm scared of the robots. What they're gonna... Okay, he's staying there. That's fine. Let's check out the coffee station. Who knows, maybe they'll have cheap tech blocks. At that, we can also kind of hide behind them and maybe they'll prevent us from getting hit by some asteroids. That's pretty good. Ooh, they're giving us good prices on energy blocks. They're giving us good prices on energy cells. We're going to sell both of those. That's going to give us good money. And then we're going to take that money to the other station. Oh, we need to buy some water, actually. Let's get 2 water units. I'm going to keep the carbon in hopes that they ask us to sell it to them. Because we get a bunch of money like before. And then we need at least 1 infra block. I think we could probably find cheaper infra blocks. I'm going to hold out. So the other thing that would be really good early would be a recycler. We got a fire on board. And there's a door that's stuck. Okay, we're fine. Sort of. Very slow-moving asteroid. I think about selling these energy rods as well. I know that there's like a person on here we can hire, but that's like, it's just going to cost us money at this point. It's money that we don't have. Really don't want to sell an energy block, but man, it would be helpful if we could add another 300 credits right now. I think I'm going to go back to the other station first and buy another tech block. Gotta watch our energy supply too. We gotta save some money for generating energium. So right now we're just plodding through the slow early game when we have no resources and everything's a struggle. We'll get there, guys. Don't worry. Okay, so we're back here again. Let's see about... Now we have two options here. One option is we could try to... No, I take that back. We have to build a builder pod before we can do the cargo thing, right? So let's buy that. These guys do, in fact, have cheaper infra blocks, although their hull blocks are more expensive, but we have hull blocks, I think, so... Let's make sure that we're not spending more money than we need to here. Pod hanger is one tech block, 2 infra blocks, 1 block, and then each of these things is 1 infra block and 1. So we need a total of 3 infra blocks, 1 electronics component, and 1 tech block. Can we afford it? Not currently. We could sell some ice for that. It's a pretty good deal. So this will get us a builder pod. You guys aren't doing anything, why don't you sleep? Gonna be waiting for the shuttles. There we go. Okay, and then we can put in our new pod hanger. I think that's where it has to be for right now. I was thinking we could try to fit it over here, but it's probably better if we try to put the recycler over there once we have the recycler funding. Although, let me see about that. Recycler. Suppose if this didn't exist, could we fit the recycler here? Now, this is enough room to build a recycler, and this is also enough room to build a recycler, so it doesn't really matter, actually. Yeah, so here's going to be our pod hanger. think these are the guys that have the cargo mission. I think we're going to need to go get more resources before we can do the cargo mission. So we probably want to jump to Vanilla Colada Whelm and then come back for the cargo later. This is the one that had the robots that we want to avoid. Now let's have somebody in the hyperdrive while these guys are sleeping. What's that yellow bar? I have no idea. I think that's like our energy, our power. Pirates, scary pirates. So all we can do right now is mine. Oh, this is not looking good. I don't want to be in a military line safe sector. There's nothing to mine here. Guys. Okay, we got a derelict at least. We got a science station, which is interesting. We probably can't really afford it, though. But man, they're so helpful to have early. They're great to have in, like, the second sector, not so much the first sector that we get into. I mean, the nice thing about having a science station, though, is we could... Can we do research without having the... I guess we can, yeah. So the first research we would want to do, I think, would be the... whatchamacallit... Hypersleep chamber is what I'm looking for. Oh, we have research options for the different types of robots. You can find out about what these are. Small logistics drone capable of transporting resources to stockpile, loading shuttles and transports and dismantling structure for salvage. You say that, but it shot at me, and that was rude. So this, once we actually have the ability to do research, will be the first thing we research, I think, the hypersleep chamber, because we're going to need that to get to the next sector. I'm going to remember to save some energy rods for that before the end of this sector. There's precious few resources in the sector, which I'm not happy about. Oh god, it's the... Okay, we're gonna try to fight the robots. I think if we can't beat them, we're dead anyway. Oh my god, this is terrifying. Oh god. Can't afford to give up now. We've put too much into this. If this is the end of our run, then that's gonna be it. Okay. Okay, is that it? Did we clear them? I think that was it. Oh my god, okay. So let's get the unconscious guy, why don't we? That was stressful. That was stressful as hell. But it's like, if we don't get some derelict resources, then we're dead anyway, you know? So we had to take that risk. Where's my shuttle going? God damn it, shuttle. Okay, I definitely do not like that. I don't like that. I don't like that the shuttle abandons my guys as soon as the ship is taken over and automatically starts flying away. That's really problematic if my guys are injured and need immediate medical attention. Of course, the thing is now we don't have the capability to give medical attention, so we're going to have to hope that bed rest is enough. Krish is the only one that's actually bleeding, so Celise will definitely be fine with bed rest. She has a blast injury. We've got a robot corpse. It's called a hamster, is what the name of this type of robot is. Okay, so Celise and Chris, you both need to sleep. Andreas, you can continue doing what you want. Go ahead and get working. Oh, do we need anything from these guys? We have the research service. I don't dare try to pay for the research service now. We need the money for supplies. Make sure we get this built before we use up one of the infra blocks on maintenance or something. Okay, and now the builder pod. We go in. Okay, we bring in energy to the reactor. I'll allow it. I want to make sure he's not building infra blocks not bringing infra blocks somewhere else. That could have waited, but it's okay. Good. Okay, we're fine. Okay, there's nothing to do on the ship right now. Since these guys are resting, you might as well... Why don't you eat and then rest? It's like, no, I want to sit down. Too tired to go to bed. Relatable. Let's have this guy eat. He's not really going to recover otherwise. Can't wait till we run out of food. Need to get some... It's fortunate that we got that extra meat unit. Okay, if you're done eating, then you gotta go back to bed. It's pretty badly injured, actually. We need to buy more water. Did we get everything off of this ship yet? We haven't got any resources off of this ship yet. I think we might start scrapping for profit and just trading with the scrap. Gotta buy one water unit from the station here. It's unfortunate because we have ice on board, but we can't afford the purifier. This guy's getting worse. But he could still swing back. At this point, he's not too bad. I got our one water unit. I'm waiting whether to wake these guys up, and they both have injuries, even though they're not bleeding. Yeah, we'll let Andreas go do the logistics or whatever it is that he's doing. And we used our last infra block. Fixing these stupid thermal regulators. Really game stressful, guys. We'll figure it out, though. We're starting to make progress. We got some Hyperium stored up. That's something. We should see if these guys are giving us anything for the hyperfuel. 95. I mean, the other place was giving us like 22, so we could consider selling hyperfuel, maybe. 100 credits would go a long way right now. This guy I think is fine now. Should probably have him work. Or... Oh, we do have a research station. That's good. Okay. Okay. That's good. But we were gonna have to pay for one and build one. It's kind of a relief. Now the question is, how long do we stay here and try to salvage for? We got all the cargo. Let's be a little ambitious and try to get some scrap as well that we can sell. I think we can actually get multiple guys working. We can get both hull scrap now that we have the builder pod, and we can get some energy scrap and whatever else we get along with it. And then our next goal is to build a recycler, which is 3 infra blocks and 3 tech blocks. That's quite a ways away, I think. Might be in the state for a while. Alternately, we could go for that cargo transport thing. The only problem with that is it's kind of like a one-time profit, as opposed to the recycler, which is going to give us resources continuously. But I think this could be worth it. Depending on, and we've got a lot of space stations in this sector, so it's possible that we might find other cargo missions. Oh, no one here, do we? No. Hey, Krish is finally healed, that's good. I mean, he's still wounded, but he's no longer bleeding. Don't need to go anywhere right now. We've got enough. We can bring some resources on board to help pay for the water and stuff. The military line ships coming in. We have no contraband. That's good. These guys definitely need the full night's sleep, I think. Look how messed up they are. Having some hull scrap here. That's pretty quick. MAS, my auto ship has a mission for us. Capture person, yeah, that's not going to happen. Not for a long time. Okay. These guys have cheap infra blocks, which is interesting. This guy does, anyway. Oh, we've got cheap blue crystals, too. I want to hold off on buying a blue crystal if we can manage that, though. The thing is, if I'm gonna have like, if I'm gonna buy resources, I need to buy enough at one time to either get the cargo port or the other thing, the recycler. These guys, none of these guys have hull blocks. This guy has real cheap infra blocks, though. I think we'd be remiss to not buy infra blocks from him. Problem is, we can barely afford anything. Trade away 4 of our ice units. And there's another ice thing we can harvest in this sector, so let's trade them all for right now. Again, I'm going to try to hang on to the carbon dioxide. We're going to sell this. I'm going to sell 1 unit of Hyperium, as much as it pains me to do that. Or do we sell this soft block? Let's sell this soft block. We don't need that right now. It's not doing anything for us, sitting in our hold there. We could think about selling steel plates as well. That's inefficient, but it might be the only choice that we have, really. So this is going to give us 3 infra blocks, which is enough for the cargo bay and 1 spare. Or is that a mistake? Let's see. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. And then we're gonna get some salvage from this, which is good. Try to get some tech scrap here too if we can. The scrap isn't going to do us too much good until we have the recycler, but we can at least sell it some additional resource we can get without spending more hyperfuel jetting around to find stuff. Research is slowly progressing, that's good. We already used up one of the 3 infra blocks that we just bought. Starting to run a little low on food. Gonna need to get an algae dispenser online real soon. I think I want to try to get the recycler online first. I think if we need to, we could start scrapping like the tables and sell that scrap to get a little more resources. We might need to do that, I think. But also thinking about like selling some of the doors for scrap. Just again, very wasteful, but when you desperate times, right? Okay, I think we're ready to... How much of this do we have salvaged? We salvaged all the energy and the whole scrap. We still have a bunch of it to bring on board though. So I'm gonna spend the night here. I'll let them keep up with logistics and stuff like that too. Pretty happy with how efficiently the crew is running, considering the small number of people that we have. Getting some research done. We got salvage going on. Got logistics keeping up with on board the ship here. Did we finish salvaging this already? We did. I kind of want to wait for the civilian ship, but I also kind of don't, because we're running low on energy. These guys do have some more energy, but it's expensive. I think we're going to end up having to sell these energy blocks. We used up all of our whole blocks. I needed one whole block to power this. I think I want to... What's the exact footprint of this? The other thing we could try to do is this ore processor. That's 2 tech blocks. It's a little bit less expensive than the recycler, but not much. And it gives us resources a lot slower, so I don't think it's a good deal. Two hull blocks, 2 infra blocks. We have the 2 infra blocks now, but that could change in the very near future. I think the footprint of it on the hull is about like that. So we'll need at least 3 hull blocks to complete it. Oh, we actually are getting the... I guess we got 1 hull square built and then ran out of hull block. Okay. Sector is such a nightmare as the first sector for us to start the game in, because there's no resources in here at all. It's all space stations. This is a good sector though. Let's check it out. I hope there's not more robots. Robots are like an absolute menace at this point in the game. So because of the robots, we're going to send all 3 people, even though we're in an asteroid field. What do you guys want? If you want to go inspect the ship while I'm not here, I guess you're welcome to it. Don't use my oxygen, though. There's nobody answer to the communication request. I wonder what they'll do if we don't answer because there's nobody on board. They just come over and inspect the ship and the ship will be empty. Maybe we got a freebie? Yes. Okay, it's a good time for a freebie. Free loot. A data log, 2 items. Oh, we gotta check out the data logs, by the way. There's supposed to be new data logs for the robots. Shuttle once again has betrayed us and left us to die. Let's oh, we got some food. Nice. I mean, I guess these guys can work while they're waiting. Okay, we need to get these for sure. And then once we get those, we can also worry about getting the other stuff here. I'm concerned that this might hit our ship. And I'm not going to be there to fix it. Ooh. Ooh. Squeak! So scary. What is this now? Oh, they're inspecting us. Okay. Yeah, knock yourselves out, guys. Do I get a reward for passing inspection? Anybody like, hey buddies, we inspected your ship, it's gonna be 50 credits. They're blocking my shuttle. Gonna get me killed here. Okay, you didn't find anything, I hope you're happy. I would have told you there was nothing on board, but I wasn't on board to answer the phone call, so, you know. Okay. I think we're going to want to sell these 2 units of carbon. As much as I would love to have a chemical refinery, we just don't have that right now. This guy is giving us better prices slightly. We're going to sell 1 unit of Hyperium. Again, though it's painful to do that. And we need to buy... Oh, these guys have cheap tech blocks. I don't know if we're going to buy that yet. We'll think about that in a second. So this tech scrap actually adds up. We can sell 10 of these for 300 credits. Sell some more to this guy too when that's done. I want to keep 4 hull scrap so we can make another hull block. I'm going to sell this saw scrap. I'm going to sell half of the infra scrap, roughly. And then we'll sell this guy the tech scrap, I think. And we'll sell it to the military lines. So, some nice, good profit there. Rude. I don't know why it took them so long to fix that. Losing a lot of water from those meteoroid strikes. 24 water versus 14 water. Would you please get off your butt and go fix the hole in the hull? Murder? You want to die? Is that what I'm hearing? Okay. Okay, you're building a hull. Okay, you know what? The ship is leaking, and you guys are out there, like, looting. Give me a break. There we go. Okay, let's do this. One of these guys is going to not be allowed to leave the ship at any time. Which guy is it going to be? I think repairing the ship... there is a maintenance skill now. It's going to be Kreesh. He's going to be on board all the times. Because he's got good maintenance. There we go. Such a pain in the butt. Need to buy blue crystals. Who's got cheap blue crystals? We got another customer in this sector. Potential customer. They all have expensive blue crystals. Don't like that too much. Need to get our logistics sorted here. Hoping that we can run on the 2 crystals that are currently in the generator already for long enough to get back to that station that had like 14 blue crystals for sale. We might have to buy another blue crystal here. We'll see in a second. We can go back to salvaging this. I think we can afford to sell some... Let's sell some energy scrap for a blue crystal. Almost pays for it. Gets all the hyperfuel as well. Let's see, that's 112. 109. 85, yeah, so it makes the most sense to sell to this guy. I'll sell some infra scrap in preference to that. Okay, this is a good balance, because now we still have enough energy scrap for 1 energy crystal. We still have enough infra scrap for 2 infra blocks. And then we have enough to buy our energy here. Levitt Cry, this is probably another capture mission. Just realized my chat isn't up, by the way. Sorry about that. Hey, Axel, how's it going? Oh my god. Sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you there. Okay, let me... Just realized my, little chat hover thing wasn't working. Here we go. We got some Android lore. Observation on human-canine symbiosis. Submitted to the collective for consideration by Andreas 9DW. ARS last question. I guess that's a ship name. I'll have to keep an eye out for that. I've recently been reviewing footage of dogs, a species which showcases the remarkable duality of the creators, perhaps better than any other. In fact, I must now posit that any complete understanding of the creators is impossible without an understanding of dogs. The intriguing conclusion I've drawn is that the creation of Canis familiaris and our own creation may be thought of as parallel events. Creators have now twice attempted to make for themselves a companion species, and indeed both attempts may be considered partial successes. In us, they created intellectual but not emotional equals, and in dogs, they created emotional but not intellectual equals. Of the two, of course, dogs are the senior creation. Their relationship with the creators extends beyond written and even verbal history. They have been companions since time immemorial, and to describe one species without the other is to miss an important component of the full context. I'm now curious as to what this act of creation is like, and wonder what insights may be gleaned from its replication. In humans, as stated, we already have an intellectual but not emotional peers, so there is no need to repeat the recent tragedy. Recent tragedy, okay. But we lack an equivalent of the dog. We lack an emotional but not intellectual peer. It is for this reason that I've begun experimenting with non-sentient machine forms. Rather than risk tragedy, I'm confining my explorations to simple if-then condition trees and learning algorithms. I wish to see if I can create a machine that, simultaneous to its practical function, can also provide a social function. I note that the creators have been known to bond with constructs as crude as a crate with googly eyes stuck on, but then the creators are known to be strange. Thus far, my experience is a mild obsession. I note that I derive satisfaction from each incremental gain and enjoy watching the learning algorithm progress as I provide it with training data. These are pleasurable states of mind, and I wish to continue in them. I also note the anticipation of pride should I be able to notify the collective of future successes. I will continue to pursue this line of inquiry unless explicitly contraindicated. Message ends. Entry 2, Progress Report. Submitted to the collective, ARS/question. Per my last report, my experimentation with creating a synthetic companion pet has continued. The learning algorithms I've created are evolving satisfactorily in line with projections. I've used the time while the generations iterate to consider the physical form of my creations. In my reading, I note that the creators are significantly more likely to bond with a pet that exhibits the characteristics known as cute, and thus I have endeavored to include this characteristic in my creations. Oh, that's great. So the killer robots are supposed to be adorable. That's why they're all named after different animals. I love it. My efforts have, however, been complicated by a lack of precision in the definition of cute. The base definition appears to encompass neoteny, softness of form, clumsiness, infantile physical proportions, exuberance, and other similar markers of immaturity. Complicating this base definition are a number of incomprehensible exceptions. For instance, I have seen broad agreement that the species P. regius, the ball python, quote, makes for a cute pet, unquote. This is in direct contraindication to its lack of any apparent cute physical characteristics, its solitary and predatory nature, and the general rule that snakes collectively are not cute. It's not a rule. I don't believe that rule. I cannot discern any rational, consistent reason for this exception. Likewise, the species R. norvegicus, the brown rat, is small, furry, hygienic, social, playful, and can be trained to do tricks, yet it is widely regarded with disgust. This can at least be explained by their role in carrying disease and their tendency to live in sewage and scavenge garbage, but it proves that the definition of cute is not fixed. Nevertheless, I have done my best to create a robotic form that meets the criteria for cute. I've enlarged the main cameras on the grounds that the big eyes are a consistent marker for cuteness in the creator's media. I've used rounded shapes and a shade of cool gray scientifically proven to be soothing to the creators. I have opted for symmetrical designs and the necessary minimum of manipulator tools, as my research indicates that too many legs correlates negatively with cute. I note negative feelings of frustration at the imprecision of this process, but I also note positive feelings of satisfaction with my progress and confidence that these robot forms are aesthetically pleasing. I will make my next report after loading the companion software into these robots and performing a trial run. That's interesting. New mission available at the civilian base, Grandpa Jack's. Oh, we got another cargo mission here. Okay. Well, we have the apron now. We need to get a hull block. I don't think any of these guys sold hull blocks. The alternative, of course, is we could try to get the recycler. Let's see if we can afford a recycler, because that would be super useful right now, especially since we just got a whole bunch of scrap. So we got 3 infra blocks and 3 tac blocks. We're at 2 infra blocks. So if we get 1 more infra block and 3 tech blocks, it's going to be quite a lift, but we'll see if we can manage it when we're done with all these trades, I guess. And then we also have mining still to do here. We got ice and we got carbon. We're going to be chilling in the sector for a little while, so we don't run out of energy. I'm wondering if we should keep these guys working. Let's have these guys work a little bit more. I'll make sure we're keeping the trades moving. I can sleep all the shuttles in transit to different places or whatever. There we go. We could have Solis sleep now. There's a fire, she already put it out. So we got all of no, we still didn't get all the whole scrap yet. We're kind of hurting for our crew members at this point because we have more tasks than we have people to do the tasks. But there's nothing we can do about it at the moment. We just have to prioritize. I think we need to have somebody who's in charge of logistics who can prioritize logistics. We need to get the trades. We need to keep the trades going in order for the ship to survive. Because we're waiting on that Energium crystal, and we also need money to buy the supplies for the recycler. Who's going to be in charge of logistics? I think it's going to be our researcher and botanist, Celise. Here we go. So she can at least do the shipboard logistics. I think she's the one that wasn't allowed to go on the other ship, but on the derelict, I mean. No, why she stopped there when there's still logistics to be done. Is she's alternating? Seems like it. Oh, we fixed a broken wall tile. Okay, we're up to almost 1,000 credits. This tech block purchase might be doable when we're done with all these trades. Getting lots of resources in this sector, which is really good. Did we get a look at what these guys have yet? 12 tech blocks versus... These guys have no tech blocks. These guys have 2. These guys have 13. So we should buy our 3 tech blocks from these guys. They also have really cheap infra blocks. Can we sell something immediately? It would be good if we could sell something that we can make back using the recycler. Don't want to sell energy rods if we can avoid it. I think we're going to sell steel plates. And maybe... yeah, soft block. That's good. Try to keep 1 steel plate if we can. That's perfect. All right. And we need to buy another water unit. I hope that's not going to throw off my... There we go. But that's not going to throw off my recycler build. I think it'll be alright. Still got more resources and stuff coming in. Well, we should let these guys sleep at some point, I guess. Krish is like starving to death over here. Poor Krish. Okay. We're all gonna starve to death if we don't get the recycler online. Just saying. Are we like completely out of food now? We are. We're gonna let our guys go on and trade and try to get the recycler online. Who's the guy that we're buying the... The airlock needs to be loaded. Here we go. Okay. Okay, let's get the recycler queued up. So I could have sort of switched gears here. We started building out the cargo facility and then we changed our mind and built the recycler instead. So, but it's gonna work out, guys. All right. We got that. That's fantastic. We need infra blocks, I think. So we're gonna make... We need infra blocks and we need energy. So I think we're gonna make the 1 infra block and then we're gonna make the 1 energy crystal. think that should be good. And then we need to make... That'll also give us at least one more infra block. And then we're going to need to make a algae dispenser. And I think that's going to be here for now. Yeah, I think that's the only place we can really put it right now. Or do we? Could maybe try to rearrange the kitchen a little bit. If we have a chair over here. Shuttle does not need chairs. No, I keeps clicking on... Okay, the chair's there. The shuttle happens to be in the way of the spot where I'm trying to click. You know, we can make a simple... I'm going to move this over here. I'm going to move the door to this side just so we have a little more room to build in the kitchen. It's going to be like a simple enhancement that we can do. I have a suspicion that our industry guy might also be our construction guy, so we'd be waiting for a minute here. There we go, okay. So now this can move over here. Let's pause the research for now, I think. The hypersleep chamber is not going to do us any good immediately. We got other stuff on board the ship and it needs to get done. Okay. No, this can go over here. This gives us a little more kitchen space, which I'm going to use to do this. And then we're going to move the table and put it over there, so at least one of our guys can sit at the table. This door could also be moved, potentially. Thumbs down. Not happy. Okay, yeah, I get it. You're hungry. Okay, so we got that. So now we still have all three pieces of furniture still existing, but we can now put in an algae dispenser. Not two algae dispensers, though. That's too expensive. Didn't we... Somehow we managed to use up both of the infra blocks that we recycled already. That's kind of unfortunate. There's one. And then we need... We're out of infra scrap, though, is the thing. We got everything we can from here. Can we buy one more infra block? I think we can, maybe. 157. 159. No, I think we got nothing else to do in this sector, really. I think we got what we came for out of this. We can start manufacturing hull blocks for sale. Hopefully we'll still get a good price for them. I don't know if we will in this version of the game or not. Yeah, I think that yellow bar's energy because it seems to go down whenever we trigger the hyperdrive. Where are we headed here? Here's another derelict we can check out. That could be really good for us. Derelict and blue crystal. Let's do that first. Wits End. Why does this sound familiar? I don't know. I think we gotta sleep for a minute here. So Elise, can you mine? Not really. I guess they're not gonna rest that well because they're starving. I think we're gonna risk going over with this setup. This is a big ship, so I'm a little bit scared here. And again, we're also in an asteroid field, so we gotta remember that as well. Oh god, robots. I'm scared. I don't think we're gonna be able to take these guys. I think we better go. Or one of our guys gets knocked unconscious yet. Okay, well, we can still sit here and we can salvage the blue crystals. Hopefully they don't get a shuttle built and try to come board us before we get that done. Is Andreas our miner? Yeah, let's have him work. Need to get that mining done. We need to get at least like 3 or 4 crystals from this before we go here. Yeah, it's super unfortunate that our mining and industry are both on the same guy. Okay, we're gonna leave it there for now. We're gonna come back for more crystals later because I want to get that in for blocks so we can get food to our people. Come back to that derelict later. Let's check this area out here. Prison complex. Incoming rogue bots. ET unknown. A scanner will estimate the arrival time. Oh, that's scary. I like that because it's like showing up like a hazard. We don't know when it's going to hit us, but it's going to be bad when it does. Hopefully they send a scout first. What do we need to buy here? Infra blocks. We need 1 infra block. I think that's... No, we need 2 infra blocks now, because we waited too long. Mission available. They probably want us to capture somebody. Nope. Not doing it. Not even gonna try. So Lee's bleeding. Yeah, she got shot by the robots. And she's also hungry. Robots detected. Where are they? Oh god, they've got like a space fighter. Oh no, this is a scout. Yeah, I don't know what these are because I won't let me click on only one of them. Attack drones. Ooh, scary. Okay, we're gonna recall our mining. We already got the trading done, so I think we just need to spin up the hyperdrive. We can build this while we're in transit. They're attacking the military line station. That's fortunate. This is kind of cool to watch. Let's watch this for a second. Oh god, they're going after my ship. No, leave me alone. Is that my mining pod that they're shooting my mining pod? Don't do that. Don't do that. I think if the mining pod gets destroyed, my guy won't die. But more bots are coming. Oh god. This is so terrifying. Oh, they're going after those guys now. That's good. But more, they said more robots are coming, so let's not stick around and see what happens. I don't think we can afford that at this point. Now, where do we want to go next? Is it going to be this derelict? I think it's going to be this derelict. I hope the robots aren't here as well. Okay. And let's have these guys sleep. Alright, and we're going to have to leave it there for today. So this is our first look at Alpha 17, so I was pretty excited for that, and I think we saw some pretty cool stuff already. I'm surprised how early in the game we encountered the robots, and it was awesome, and it's scary, and it's going to be really interesting to see how this plays out over the course of the game. Let me create my save here, Brutal 17. So that's going to be it for today. I want to say thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to follow if you're watching on Twitch, or subscribe. It's free if you're watching on YouTube. Axel, as always, thank you so much for you and your brother's hard work, and it's good to see you, and thanks for stopping by. Take care, everybody.